Ladies and gentlemen, special appearance. Today we have Jesus. Hello, Jesus. Okay, so this whole month okay, first of all, no job. Obviously this semester's over, so no school. I've been doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is kind of like a last minute thing. Mind you, it's like an hour until the 28th. It's 11:55 p.m. right now, and I'm like, do I want to wait till tomorrow to do something? Just to end up not doing anything. So, yeah. And also, this idea, I was gonna do this for next month because Pride Month, obviously. But you know, after not having anything to do for the whole month, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's do now. So yeah, get ready with me to do absolutely nothing. Drag version. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, give me a second.
Jump scare.
Use both of your eyes, you know what I mean? Okay, so for prep. Kidding, prep for the makeup. We're gonna do, or I washed my face earlier and I applied, not sponsored unfortunately. It's Ilion Ceramide Idol Concentrate Cream. Basically just a moisturizer. Honestly, I feel like any moisturizer would work. I also shaved and whatnot. Also cleaned up my eyebrows so it's easier to like lay down. First step, and I'm not gonna be too detailed because what am I like? I'm not an influencer. I'm not a makeup artist. Like, I'm just showing what I do. So, glue stick. First step, just swirl it in. You know, swirl. And it doesn't have to be like one way right now. Because the first layer, you just need to coat every single hair and every single angle. You know what I mean? All right. And also, it really helps if it's purple because it disappears whenever it's dry. And also, when it's real new and real moist, there you go. Swirling motions really coat the hairs. And a lot of people use spoolies to dry down or to kind of comb their eyebrows. I find that it's super irritating for the skin under my eyebrows, and so I just use. Y'all saw how dirty that was? Okay, hot take. The nastiness low-key kind of helps. And by the way, this is all glue, by the way. Just layers and layers and layers and layers of glue. This is a little embarrassing. It does look so extremely gross. But anyway, also a lot of people like to comb their eyebrows straight up. I don't like that because my natural eyebrows, obviously, or actually a lot of people's eyebrows grow like diagonally. So I feel like my hairs are more inclined to lay down that way if I do comb it that way. Combing it straight up makes it kind of plop down for me. I don't know. It also causes issues whenever I'm applying eyeshadow above the glue. Okay. And this can be messy because you're going to clean it up later. Like, until you get your desired shape, you can just kind of wipe it. Wipe the excess glue off. And then kind of shape your eyebrow the way you want it to be shaped. Boom. See? Now it looks like I really did my eyebrows, you know. Also, this lighting's horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just my desk lamp. But anywho, because you combed it, there's gonna be a small little layer right here. Brush it right over the eyebrows. Don't move it though. You know. I just place it there and then watch. Placed it down right there. Then now you're gonna push it in the direction that you combed. Oh my lord. Really make sure that you coat the entire brow this time. Right, once again. Ugh. where's my rag? I also have a rag handy because, girl, it gets super messy. While this dries, we're gonna repeat that over here. Now that I'm finished applying the first layer of glue for the left eyebrow, you can obviously see the purple is slowly disappearing, meaning it's slowly drying. What I'm about to do, it really gets a lot of people, but in the drag community, this very, very normal actually. A lot of people do this. I mean, I'm just gonna say, it's non-toxic, okay? Wait a second. Damn. Okay. That. Okay. You see how natural that came to me? Like, I just do it. Never ate so much glue in my life before, but and you're gonna want to repeat that for like up to you actually. If your brows lay down easily, meaning like if you have like very few brows compared to like what like normal like me. I don't have extremely bushy brows, but they're there, you know what I mean? If you have bushy brows, I would recommend doing like an extra layer, but also don't overdo it because product on product on product is gonna build up, because that's gonna be like what, 4 layers of glue on your eyebrows. And then you're also gonna have foundation, concealer, etc. Like, it's a lot. Also powders in each layer, like it's crazy. So don't do too much or your brows will cake up. A lot of people call it oatmeal brows. Girl, that's not what you want, right, Jesus? I lie. Time for layer number 2 on the left eyebrow. Once again. Now that this eyebrow is somewhat clear, layer number 3. And for me, I only do like 3 layers. I don't really gaff. Maybe I can continue this video idea and be more ambitious next time when it comes to like the actual makeup look for Pride Month. Because, oh my god, I was so sad when I found out that Arlington canceled Pride Month. I was like, oh, right when I'm an adult. I'm happy that I got to go last year though. Oh my god, I met Rainbow Dash. That's twin. Before I start even like going through my process, I'd like to put a disclaimer that the way I do my makeup, it's in regards to my face, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, eyeliner, I can't really do like, you guys see that fold? It has a epicanthic fold right there. So it's a really, really annoying issue when I try to do inner liner. So I'll show you guys later what I do instead. But yeah, just a disclaimer, I do certain things differently just to adjust the features on my face. So some things might work for you, some things might not, you know what I mean? Anyway, so you're gonna get a flat brush and you're gonna go in white, okay, white. This is a white cream from CC Beauty. This is where you do your concealer, you know what I mean? But concealer for the under eye. What I like is to draw a line, a straight line from front to back, okay? And that's because, I'll show you in a second. See, like that. This is because from the front, I like the straight look of it. But when you turn to that side, you still have that slight arch, you know what I mean? Like right here, it kind of curves down rather than going straight up. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. So I enjoy it. No, way back then I used to do super arched brows. Girl. Yeah, I feel like it really closed off my face and closed off my eye space. So this is what we're doing now. I honestly could hate this in like 2 years. I don't know. Basically, you're gonna draw that out and then connect it to the outer corner of your eye to make this shape, you know? See, now that you have the shape on both sides, you're gonna want to bring it in also, just to kind of help with like one coverage, and also later on when you put eyeshadow on, the payoff will be a lot better. Okay, so I have like 4 beauty blenders and they all have a purpose. This one specifically for white. Remember when I did Hansel Squidward? It stained this real bad. This is after cleaning, by the way. It's whatever, I don't really care. But you're basically gonna blend that so it has an even layer, you know? Now that it's all patted down, stick one finger, kind of swipe it so it creates a sharp I'm not really good at articulating my words, but you know, it creates that shape. That's basically where your liner is going, but not the whole thing. You guys will see. Now that you look like a superhero, I'm gonna powder. Holy Grail, right? Kimchi, Puff Pass. And I said the white. Oh my gosh, you guys might be shocked at how much powder I use. I'm gonna have lung issues. But guess what? I'm a young hoe. I take half. Also, how I learned how to do my makeup drag wise. Wabi sabi. Like, I'll put like one photo because I'm not trying to out myself. I'll put one photo from me in the beginning. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. Okay. Except no one was munching, unfortunately. Like, my god, like, it's so embarrassing looking back because whenever I did start my journey as a drag queen, I really shared it to my friends, I really shared it to my cousins, and it's so embarrassing looking back, like, damn, chopped cheese. Just wipe off the powder. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pull out my holy grail of eyeshadow palettes. Ellis Atlantis, okay? Y'all, this is me in a palette. It's too good, y'all. All of these colors are crazy. Also, these shimmers in the middle, beautiful, must I say. Was a whopping $70 though. But you know, for a big palette like this, it's expected, so it's whatever. I normally just go in with black because I like some bit of ombre from the starting of my eyebrow to the end being the darker part of the ombre. So I'm basically gonna follow on top of that white line until I like how long the eyebrow is. Gorge. Then from there, I connect the end of the eyebrow, or the arch. Actually, you see the arch right up here? That's my natural eyebrow. That is straight line towards the end, okay? Straight as it can be, at least. See? That. I like that. From the front, it's straight, turn to the side, as a small little arch, a little curve, if you will. Maybe not even an arch. But yeah, replicate that on this side. See? Symmetrical enough, you know. Now, sometimes I do the base, sometimes I do the eyeshadow first. I'm feeling eyeshadow first, so that's just what we're gonna do. And today we're going for a garage door, okay? If you don't know what garage door means, it's just one color on top and bottom. Like, on top up here and bottom. Bottom? Could never be me. We're gonna use this type of brush, I don't know. I don't really know how to like describe it, but what color should we do, guys? My favorite would be pink. Okay, yes. But, should we do a neutral today? A brown? Boring. Gray? Gray with a red lip? That's what I'm doing. Let's do it. Then this part, you can do it all messy. It doesn't really matter, like, what specifically you can, it doesn't need to be clean, you know, because you can clean it up later. Like that. The goal is to still have that white strip right there, because that's now our new eyebrow bone highlight. So my cousin asked me to play League, so it seems like we're gonna be taking a break, so I'll be back. I'm back. Okay. It is now almost 1:30 a.m. and I don't want to do this anymore. For the video, okay, it is now the 28th. I need to post something, okay. I'm probably gonna edit this later when I wake up. But I didn't do anything really. I just kind of recreated the shape over here. Pretty. Hey, I'm not one to be like extremely symmetrical, but it's giving symmetrical, you know? Oh my god. My cousin's watching the Mario movie. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Like, huh? So, after we make that shape, I like to, hey, this is actually a little crazy. I go in with eyeliner, and I'll show you how. Favorite eyeliner is NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's a little pen, and basically half of this whiteness right here, half of this whiteness, kill myself, half of that, you know, draw a line to about, if I'm looking forward, you kind of see right here is where the black of my eye starts. I'm gonna draw it to there, you know? Here, I'll show you. Actually, just kidding. We're gonna do it to here, and then later on, whenever we feather it in with a black shadow, we're gonna bring it to that outer. And you guys will see what that means. Basically, yeah. I like that. Now recreate it on the other eye. It's higher. Fuck! And then, line from the outer corner to the, tip. Now, for these lines, you have to be strong and confident, okay? You can't go slow. You have to one fell swoop. That's just how I do it. Back in with the trusty makeup wipe. Clean that up. And also, this whole like triangle that, like if you make a triangle right here, that's all gonna be filled in with black, okay? So don't even worry about how messy it looks. Now, just like I showed you, actually, I'm gonna draw a line down that way. To create this triangle. I know, looks crazy. We're gonna fill that in. I just tight line the top of my brow, or not brow, eyelid. Here, I'll show you. Now, I let it dry because obviously you saw earlier the folds kind of fold on top of each other. If I fully let my eye up right now, it's gonna transfer onto the white part. So give it a few seconds so it can dry. Right now that that's dry, I'm like, right there, if I open it all the way and put it back down, it doesn't transfer onto the black, white part right there, okay? And then, once again, when I open my eyes, you guys see that little disconnect, like right here? I'm just kind of filling that in by making this part thicker. Then I create that shape, you know? Yeah, once again, let that dry. Remember that white cream that we used? Or it's concealer, whatever. We're gonna get that same brush, the flat brush, and we are going to try our best to make this crease even. Basically, what we're gonna do is follow that line that you see to that black liner. Kind of like that, okay? It's okay if it gets over, because it's a lot easier to cover white with black than black with white. Go in with your white powder again. And set that. Boom. There you go. There's the foundation to your eye makeup. Later on, I'm gonna pizzazz it up after I finish this eye with my. For what I'm about to do, you're gonna want one color lighter, a few shades lighter actually, just to show the difference between that and this, you know. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. You see what I mean? Like, this gray is lighter than this one, so I like that contrast that it provides. And I just bring that to about the very middle of my eye, you know. It's better with other colors. Like here, I'm gonna put this up. There's a clear distinction between the two pinks that I used in this one. But it's basically the same thing that I'm doing, but this one's just with gray and... See that gradient? It's beautiful. Bro, sometimes I sit back and think like, damn, do I really have to be this gay? Like, it sucks. It already sucks being normal gay, but then like, to add this, it's okay. Be who you are. Am I right? We're gonna go in with black to diffuse the very, very edge of the liner, okay? Notice how you can see that line of liner? Just let that, you know, just tap it on there. A little bit past the edge of the liner. So, to finish the eyes, I like to go in with a shimmer. I don't know which one I'm using. Honestly, I might use a different palette for that. Another LS Atlantis palette, the Garden of Stars. Now, y'all, this is low-key probably my favorite palette. Actually, no, second to the big fat palette that y'all saw. Beautiful, hello. We're probably gonna use with these down here. Go with Aloy. We're gonna put that on the whites, okay? No, we're just gonna apply with our finger because I'm not trying to get all this glitter on a brush. Like, it's not, the camera's not doing any justice, but y'all, that is so beautiful. Grown ass man geeking out about fucking glitter, bro. Yeah, I might just use Phantom, this color right here. Just cause, I don't know, it blends well with the thing. That is so beautiful. It was really not picking up on camera, y'all, but I promise it is gorgeous. Now the eyes are basically done. I don't really do too much besides at the very end adding on a lash, which you guys will see anyways. So we are going to move on to our base. I know a lot of people like to do creams, like cream, foundation, contour, and concealer, but I prefer only to do cream or liquid concealer and foundation, and then contour will be with powder. Woo woo, forehead, hello! Well, before I even start my base, obviously we're gonna go in with a primer. Now, in my very honest opinion, I don't think primers really do anything, but because I have it, I just do it. I use e.l.f. Power Grip, this big green slime one. I put it on a beauty sponge. And I kind of give it a second to dry, you know? Dreaming of Saturn. Oh. Alright, next step. I go in with a Neutrogena color corrector. Basically, obviously, Yo Soy Man. So I have, what is it called? 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. Ooh, holy shiny. Just gonna put it in my mustache area. In my beard area. I don't have beard hairs, but girl, ain't it still green, you know? Now, at this step, a lot of people kind of like to lightly powder said color corrector, but I think it's a little unnecessary, so I just kind of skip it. What we're gonna be doing is foundation. My holy grail is L'Oreal, hello. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I love a matte face. I don't do dewy much. Ironic because how shiny I look right now. I'm in shade 106 and hold on. It's going to look extremely yellow, but trust me, it's gonna, for one, oxidize, and for two, I'll fix it, you know what I mean? Y'all, I swear the camera's making it a lot worse. I'm gonna cover it everywhere but the places where I put concealer. I'm gonna put like a very small dot right there. Just using it as like a artist tray that I can use to carve out the top of my eyebrow. You know, and then get that sponge again and blend that up. Next up, we're also using L'Oreal. Honestly, L'Oreal might be my favorite when it comes to base stuff. I also do have the Tarte White. So it's giving 2016, right? Where you do this big odd triangle. Same thing on the other side. And boop. Boop. There you go. Now, I do white in the very inner corner to kind of blend out that crease that we cut. Just gonna put like a little bloop, a little bloop. And when I blend it out, I'm gonna keep it concentrated there. Because yes, I want the inner corner of my eye to be bright, but I don't want to bring it out and make it look like it's purposefully like that. But I bring it out to the middle of my eye right here. Now, I have this problem with my nose where, because it sweats so much, if I tap it, the makeup kind of disappears right there. So what I do, blend it out super quick, then blend it out super quick, then immediately set it with a lot of powder. And for the perimeters of my face, I also use transparent to set. And this is a lot of powder, okay? This is not no. Oh, let me dab it on my hand to get less powder. I want a lot of powder. Because of the amount of makeup that I put on. Right, and for the inner, that's still wet. I don't know why I touched it. That's fine. We're gonna go back with the white powder to really brighten up the insides of the highlights, you know? Alright, now that everything is set, we're going to wipe it off. Wipe the powder off, that is. Now I do have a contour palette. Here you go. I like these because they're not too extremely warm. I know there's a lot of like orange, like contour palettes that honestly make your face look like it's red. And that's just not the look that I'm achieving. I'm gonna use these two light colors, mix them, deposit a lot of the pigment there. Then as it is deposited, slowly bring it down here. Then only bring it in towards where your eye is, you know, like here to here. That's it. Don't go further in. We're going to grab our white powder, you know, and then obviously cut the bottom of the cheek. I like to put powder on the edge, a straighter edge. Then put it where my, you know, like that. Now, right? Now that you do that to both sides, you're gonna let that sit there, okay? Normally when you powder, you wipe it off right away. But no, you are going to let that sit in. Because we want that part to be lighter than the contour that we did, because we want the contrast to fool the eye of the whoever's looking. And I hope this is fooling you all. Now, kind of do the same thing with where you did your contour with the corners of your head. Now, with a smaller brush, more concise brush. Actually, no, it's not that concise at all, actually. Look at that. It's a very dispersed brush. It's tapered. We're gonna go with only the lighter one, the lightest shade. I'm going to kind of get it all over. Then, for the way I like to do my nose, I like to cover this whole part. Because this upturns the nose. Putting a shadow right at the bottom upturns the nose, makes it look shorter for one, and also, you know, upturn. You know, other times I go for a button nose, but today I'm feeling just like a line or a straight nose. Here, I'll show you guys what I mean. And honestly, if I go for a straight nose and it doesn't look cute, I can change it to a button nose. I don't care. Like that, it kind of, instead of my nose stopping down here, it stops right here. You know, it gives that illusion from the front, at least. With the light shade, you use this very edge right here to try and create a line coming from that eyeshadow right there down to the nose. Then I kind of itch that line between the two colors, brown and gray right there, just to make the transition seem more seamless. You know? Y'all, this lighting is terrible! I need it to be like right in front of my face. But I also would like to see. So I don't know, it's weird. Now, in my opinion, the tip of the nose is not really giving, so, see? Oh my god, I just did it. Sorry, I just needed to use the... It's alright. It works from afar. Because y'all look. Y'all see me from this angle? See, like you see the nose job. If I put this here, I could have done this the whole entire time. This is a lot better angle. Maybe I'll refilm this tomorrow. No, I'm not. Just like that. It creates that little button, you know? Right, now to carve the sides of the nose. Now this is so... sit here, I'm just like wasting time, because at the end of the day, it's night. Hey Tony, at the end of the day, it's night. You're gonna, once again, with the powder, starting from where that crease starts, stamp and drag. Boom. My god, how many times has that happened this video? And instead of wiping it off right away, we're gonna let it sit and let it bake. Okay. Now, way back then, I've never been a believer in no blush. Way back then, like in 2016, where everyone was like, oh hell no, I want to be bronze, bronze goddess, and I get that. But a little bit of blush will do you justice. We're just gonna go in with this pink right here, because this palette is extremely pigmented, you know. Oh my god, the powder's flying at the camera. I'm dead. Okay, and then basically you're just gonna wanna use the blush to marry the bronzer with the concealer, and we're just gonna put it right here. Oh, maybe oh no, pigment's there. And then I like to concentrate a lot of the blush up here, and then diffuse it down, if you know what I mean. Obviously, the bronzer was like this. We're gonna want to do this for the blush. Set it right on top of the bronzer. Also, earlier I wiped this way. Ow! Okay. Boom. Right? It's really hard to show you all this eyeliner stuff, but you're basically gonna do that. Can you see? Yes, like that. So next, Epic Wear Waterproof Eyeliner in white. I take it out and then I swirl it right here, just to kind of deposit most of the pigment. Dude, like, just looking at how that black eyeliner enhanced the pullness of my face is crazy. Basically, our goal is to run it to the center of the eye, right here. Sorry to flip it off, but right here, okay? Now back again with the black liner. We're gonna connect, we're gonna bring the liner to at the center again, you know what I mean? Here, I'll show you. Boom. Same to the other side. Right now, I kind of want more of the gravity color diffusing out. So I'm gonna do just that. Kind of itch the edge of the black liner or black shadow to bring out the gravity. You know what I mean? Now I have lashes on. Not that it made like a huge difference or whatever. But I like these spiky lashes, kind of like, well, I DIY them, so it's a different pair of lash on top of another pair of lash. But I like these, the ones that kind of flare out towards the end. By the way, it's 3 a.m. and I started at like 11. I do all this just to wipe it off. Like, yes, I really enjoy it, but damn, it's just such a waste of time. Like, I could be socializing with my friends right now, like, digitally. But no, this is what I'm doing. But anyhow, I hope you like the tutorial. If you follow it, let me know. Hello. But yeah, until next month, which is like actual Pride Month. Maybe this is just gonna be introduction to Pride Month. I don't know. Pride Month is in like 3 days. Let's see. Do I have anything to talk about? Coming up on the 30th, my cousin is confirming. So that's that. Hanging out with my cousins again. Mind you, I went out with my cousins today. The 30th is in 2 days. Then, 2 days after that, another cousin is graduating. And that's gonna be an all-day thing too. And then birthdays of people that I know, like Caitlin, and then Chanel, then fucking Monique. Like, I want a break. But it's okay, I appreciate being invited, and I'm gonna show up. Because they're my friends, and I love my friends, okay? anything else? Oh, Jonathan got me this blind box actually. So obviously opening this blind box, I would assume that it was Nick Wilde, but you know, I forgot how blind boxes worked. Here are all the options. Guess which one I got. Like, can't be any more boring, you know what I mean? There were so many good options. Obviously, I would want Nick Wilde. That's my main. But out of all the options, like really, it's okay. I appreciate it. It's a gift anyways, so. Excuse me. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's it. Until next month.